The ConnectWise Manage mobile application is available for Androids and iPhones. To download, simply navigate to the App Store or Google Play Store. Within the mobile application, you will be able to specify which users should be using it, as well as define how much access they have. Keep in mind, in ConnectWise Manage, restrictions within the full desktop and browser version will carry over. So if we have restricted them to not see anything around sales, the mobile app would not even display those related icons. This app is really valuable if I'm on the road or on the go quite a bit and you are needing to check in on things that you are assigned to, look up client information, and even beyond that, if I'm managing sales opportunities or need to pull reports, you can do so within the application. The most used part of the app is a calendar. This allows you to see what you have for the day or upcoming days. It's great because I can make sure I'm not missing anything due that day, and you can work directly from this view. If you are someone who is not scheduled throughout the day and need to access other records, you can utilize the ticket section. This includes service tickets and project tickets. This will display everything that you are tied to that is open. This way you can access, update, schedule, or add in time and notes. Next, if you are a sales rep, easily manage any activities so you can see what calls, meetings, or visits you have. From this view, you can see the status, due date, and summary of the activities. As I complete the items that I'm assigned to or scheduled for, I can easily track my time against it. You don't have to remember that start and end time while out on the field or remember the specific number of hours. The stopwatch feature allows you to easily click into those items, simply hit the play button. This is great if you are tracking things like drive time or once you get on site, you can start the timer and it will track it accurately and efficiently. Within the same screen, you can go into any ticket and access the information within the record while it continues to track the time. What's great about this is you may be working various tickets and you may lose access to the internet or your data network while you're performing your work. If that happens, you will not lose the app. You can continue to work against those items, track your time, and it will be stored locally on your device. All of those changes made without internet access will sync once you reconnect. Within the tickets, you do have additional options to do things like review time records associated, view any needed documents, maybe attach products or pull them off your truck for jobs, or access the equipment for that specific job. We also have our tasks in here, which are those checklists needed for certain jobs or assignments. These are great if I go on site for recurring maintenance and there are things that I need to look for. I can see exactly what I need to do from right here, drill into those items to check them off as I complete them. This is really valuable if I have a multiple day job and if I'm working across multiple areas, I can easily see where I left off as I move along. You can also access any configurations. If I'm out on site and I need to work on something, I can search for that equipment tied to that client, or I can scan a serial number and it will pull that equipment up. It will allow me to review those details that are available in the main client. So if I want to know what the warranty expiration is, or if I need to see specific notes or details, you can locate those easily. If something needs to be changed or updated, you can also do that from here. If I'm out on the field and I need to attach new documents, I can not only view those existing documents, but I can also take a picture to easily add. I can maybe take a picture of how I have a server set up and now it's not only tied to the ticket, but to the company overall. If you are on the road and tracking expenses against jobs, you will have the ability to put those right in. So if it's something where a receipt needs to be added, you can take a photo or pull in an existing photo. You can log the expenses based upon the type and track against a client if needed. Keep in mind, if you don't track against jobs, you can easily add the expenses directly to your expense report within the app. While working your tickets, if there is equipment associated to that particular job, we will have the ability to easily grab those parts from within the record. This is great if you forgot about something in the scope, or if you had to pick something up on the way, we can grab these items and always check to see if they're available on hand. We're doing it while we're out there and not having to call back to our main office and request someone to do this for us. Finally, once all of your time has been added, we will be able to get a sign-off to validate that the labor was completed. So you come in, save all your work, click the sign-off, and you can get that confirmation by allowing them to provide a finger signature. Once you stop your time, you can easily enter your notes by typing an email to the user or simply adding notes of what was completed. The sign-off is really helpful if we have a job for multiple days. You can have a sign-off for each of those days where the client can see the total hours for each day, check that box that they agree, and use their finger to sign. If we navigate back out to the home screen, you can also access any sales opportunities or perform any reporting that needs to be done. You can access your client information and add new contacts on the fly. This is valuable if you meet someone while out and about or need to add someone who is not currently in the system. You can create a new contact, import from your phone, and more. As we finish working across our items, we will have the ability to update our overall expense report or timesheets. So if we are someone who stays out in the field as opposed to someone who goes back into the main client or browser, you can validate the work that you have done. You can see your day in your timesheets, allowing you to confirm that the total hours are correct and even add additional records by selecting the plus icon and adding them from here. So maybe you want to track admin time or paid time off. You can easily get that time for the day right within the screen. This might otherwise be a paper process where someone else had to do a double entry to get the data in the system, or maybe it was a process your team had a really hard time doing because they didn't have the resources available to them. This makes the process easier and helps to ensure you are capturing the billable time against the jobs since you are tracking them on time in the system and pushing them right to billing. If you have any questions, let your account manager or sales rep know.